Let's get into our next art chat. Ndi Bongwe, as the founder of Store in Canvas, it's where she produces quality satin, customized pieces and adds photographs that bring personal moments and memories to life. And it all happens on fabric. And she runs the business alongside her full-time career, creating these pieces generally for celebrations and milestones and memorials of loved ones. So as we continue to celebrate Women's Month, we're going to be profiling this creative on her work. And so on that note, Ndi, good morning. Thank you for your time at this hour.
Good morning, and thank you so much for having me.
Oh, what a conversation started to be having for this Women's Month. And I wonder if you can just speak to us a little bit more about the story in Canvas, how it started for you, alongside your full-time career as well, but just that joy that it brings you.
100%. So funny enough, this did not start out on a business plan. So it was never written down. I was looking for a special gift for my mom for her birthday. I believe it was in November of 2024. And I tried looking for, your normal bags, your pajamas, your slippers, etc. And nothing was cutting it. So obviously, as the Gen Z that I am, I went onto social media and I started looking for ideas. I came across this one creator who had done something similar, but like as a once-off, just showing off different mediums that you could print digital art on. And then I said, no, I think I know exactly what I'm going to do with this. And I thought to myself, what is one thing that Black women in particular, and now transit to every woman of every race actually, what is that one statement piece that they can wear anywhere, anytime, and they can just keep close to themselves? And the idea of a doek then came up, a doek or a headscarf, as you'd call it. So like the one that I'm wearing now, it's not only limited to your head. And then I got to designing, I got to brainstorming, researching, and essentially my mom wore her scarf out. People started asking where she got it, how that was even possible. Like, what do you mean you're printing your face on material? Essentially, that's where Story in Canvas was born. It started off with doing it just for a few people, as small gifts, and before I knew it, it had become something solid.
Yeah, well, it's obviously speaking to quite a niche market that it's, resonating with so many of our people as well. And because it was just sporadically came up for you, how did you come up with the title? What's the process of making the unique satin customized pieces? How long does it take? I mean, just talk us through that creativity on your end.
100%. So I think Story in Canvas, as you're checking, okay, what can I name this? And I think where the story came from is that I realized that people would just start telling me stories about what they want on the do. Because someone would say, someone passed away. They were like the light of my life. They were my favorite aunt, for example, and they took with them, so much happiness, so much joy, and I just like remember them in this way. And I was like, that is such an amazing story. Like, actually, wow. And it's so funny how sometimes we look at experiences, we look at things that we go through, and we don't actually realize how they are additional points in our bigger story of life. And I don't know, I think I just woke up one day and I remember having my journal on the side of the bed and I was writing out different names at the time. And then I just wrote out Story on a Canvas. I think that was where it started. And then as I started putting together logos, I was like, okay, that's too long. I can't put that actually on a logo. And then Story on Canvas just came. So that's how the name came about. And I think it lives up to the actual, I think meaning of it, because you are putting down someone's story on a canvas that just so happens to be satin material, essentially. Yeah.
And you're carrying it with you. You're wearing
your second question.
Yes. Go ahead.
100%. 100%. Sorry. So this takes about a long time, actually. So between designing your scarf and telling us what you'd like to show up on the scarf, so sometimes people will show us inspo of something they've seen on someone else, or they come up with something completely new, or they go, you know what, Indeed, surprise me. And I'm like, I don't know how to surprise you. but everyone's always been happy with what they got out. So you tell us the inspo you're going for. You'd obviously share with us the picture you'd like to use. We go behind the scenes. We put together a couple of drafts for you. That takes about a week to a week and a half. And then once you're happy and you've chosen your final design, we start the printing. And that is essentially dye sublimation printing. And it takes about a week and a half. We come back, we package your lovely piece in our lovely packaging, and then we send it out to you. And this happens all over where we ship to. Yeah.
What's that feeling you get when you see someone wearing one of your pieces as well? And to date, has there been a memorable piece that stood out for you? It's just been imprinted in your own mind's eye about the impact it's had?
100%. I think the very first thing is, oh my word, are you wearing something that I put together? Like, amazing, right? But I think the second part is that the fact that it's so dear to someone's heart for them to say, not only have I made this piece and it's something personal to me, I am also going to wear it out in public, show people. It's actually such a great conversation starter when someone asks, what are you wearing? You're like, oh, I got this made by, in canvas. So that's always lovely to see. And I'd say the most memorable piece for me to date definitely has to be, it's a bit of a sad one, but this was, I think, one of my second commercial client. When I say commercial, I mean they were not family or anyone that I knew, and essentially they were trying to gift their best friend whose daughter had just passed away from cancer. And it was going to be their very first Christmas without their daughter. And she was quite young. And she said, listen, my friend's been in a very bad slump. I'd really just like to give her something to remember her daughter by, but also to lift her spirits because it is Christmas, and to remember that there is, love in the air, and she can remember her daughter fondly. And I remember just reading that note before I even started. I was like, I'm just gonna actually sit down for this and just take a moment to actually take this in. And the reaction once she'd gotten it, I think she sent me a video, and that's where the idea of actually posting some of our client reactions came from. Is that she shared that video, she was gifting a friend, and she was just in tears, and she was just like, I would not have thought of this ever in a million years, and I'm just gonna keep it dear to my heart. So yeah, it's small things like that, really.
Yeah, that make the ordinary extraordinary. So I need to wrap up, and I just want to know where to from here. You're balancing a full-time job, you've got a business now on the side as well. Maybe you want to scale up. You're also Gen Z, so you've got energy and time as well. What does that future look like very quickly as we wrap up?
100%. So I've been very fortunate that we've been getting so much attention from different brands on social media. So we've had the opportunity to work with a lot of well-known brands in South Africa that do really, really amazing things. So I'm always keen for collaborations like that. We've got lots of organizations as well that, when it's a Women's Month, a Mother's Day month, for example, they're in bulk and want to treat all the ladies in the teams, for example, to gifts. So we also open for all of that. But at the heart of it, we are just a small business wanting to help people have their stories worn on them. So everyone is welcome, and it's probably going to be a very busy time after this. So if we don't get to you on time, we probably are still just getting a wrap of everything that's going on. But we are found on Instagram, on TikTok, Story at Canvas ZA.
Ndi, congratulations. Thank you for flying the flag. Thank you for your creativity as well. Maybe we should come and pay you a visit there. But for now, we'll leave our conversation there and just keep flying the flag for yourself and our country there. Ndi Bongwe,
100%.
Founder of Story and Canvas. Bright energy, love and laughter there. Just through her work, the joy that she has in creating custom, high-quality satin, and just bringing some of the personal moments and memories to life on fabric there as a canvas. Thank you to her for joining us on this hour here on the SABC.